ones you see driving around with down will be a Q7. Then the S, if you put an S in front of it, it's Sport. And if you put an R.
All right, happy Wednesday, everyone. We're gonna get started here. You are gonna need a wall, and I'm gonna try a new camera angle. So I put the laptop really up high, so hopefully you're able to see everything. Just let me know if it is better or worse than how I had it before. So we're gonna start up against the wall here. And you want your back of your butt against the wall. We're gonna do a wall angel. So your arms are here, and it's like a giant snow angel, bringing your arms all the way up towards the ceiling and back down. And for right now, it's okay if you don't have contact on the wall the entire time, that's okay. So now we're gonna switch from straight arms, and we're gonna do the same thing, but now we're gonna bend our arms. Oops. So I'll show you what that looks like, and then I'll try to bring that person in. So bend the elbows here, and then press up towards the ceiling and come back down. Keep repeating that. I'm just got into the wrong view here. All right, looks like everyone's in. Perfect. So up and down like that, bend the elbows and up towards the ceiling and back down. A couple more times. So next you're gonna face the wall, but before you do that, just watch my demonstration. My hand is either gonna be straight or bent, it's up to you. And then I want you to move away from the wall and then come back. Move away from the wall, come back. You should feel a nice stretch into the pec with this. And again, it's personal preference if you want a straight arm, or you can do the same thing with a bent elbow. One's not better or worse than the other. You're just gonna notice that you get a better stretch for your own body, so go with what you prefer. One more, and then we're gonna switch sides. So arm is either straight or bent, and then you're turning your whole torso away to feel a nice stretch into the pec.
Where do you keep your horse?
Just west of Spruce Meadows. I just wanna see, these are special tests, essentially see. So he is trained to it.
So next you're gonna face the wall, but I'm gonna do it sideways so you can see what I'm doing. My arms are here, my knees are bent, and I'm gonna push my chest forward and relax. So I'm up against the wall like this, knees are bent, and I'm gonna push my chest towards the wall and then come back away. So I'll do that one more time. Push towards the wall and relax. We're gonna do a couple of those, pushing up against into the wall.
65, he's like, this cowboy is like.
And also, press.
Now still facing the wall, we're gonna do that one that we did earlier where you pinch the elbows down and reach up, but you're facing the wall as you do that. So for this next exercise, again, you're facing the wall, one arm is up, and you're gonna turn the arm around, so you can see how I turn it back. You're gonna look fully to that arm. Once you have that full rotation, you're gonna look back, take your opposite arm, and then have it behind you. So what that's gonna look like is this arm is up like this, my other arm's like here, you're gonna turn, and then side bend your neck. You're gonna feel a big stretch right here. So arm is up, turn out, rotate the neck, and side bend. Come out of it and try it again.
For 2021? Yeah, we put some more bells and whistles in it and stuff, so. I know.
Now you're gonna switch arms, do the same thing. So the arm goes up, you're gonna turn it out. The opposite arm is behind the back. Full rotation of the neck, and then side bend the ear. And come back out.
Yes, yeah. Alright, for the shoulder too.
Such a nice truck to drive.
Yeah, exactly.
It just floats like a.
Okay, from here, if your chair is handy, that's perfect. You just need something for your hands to grab behind. And all you're doing is opening up your chest and walking away. So you can use your desk for this or your chair. Relax, grab a hold of that chair, open up the chest and walk away. Relax, one more. Grab onto that, roll those shoulder backs, and walk away. So next we're gonna go back up onto the wall. This is my imaginary wall here. We're gonna do scapular push-ups. So you can see my elbows never bent. So you're gonna be up against the wall and you're gonna sink those shoulder blades and then push away.
It's just it's like it's almost unlocking or something, if that makes sense.
As long as it's not painful.
Now from there, one arm is gonna stay in the center while the other one reaches as far back as you can go.
Forward and back.
Come back to center, switch sides, doing the same thing. Just watch that your feet don't move. So your feet should always point the wall.
Try out that shoulder.
That way you can create a nice big twist here.
Gravity. I know it's gonna be hard with this right arm. So even underneath the so you can just stand, feel comfortable, kind of balancing. But you're fine, I think just having this, just resting gently.
Okay, so the first one I stand straight and do.
Just shake out those arms. Now your butt's gonna be against the wall. Same with your heels. So my heels, butt, and back are all against the wall. And you're gonna start bending your knees like you're gonna go into a squat and then come back up. Go as far as it feels comfortable to you. And you do not want the heels to pop up. So the heels should stay on the ground the entire time. So again, butt back and heels are on it and you're just bending the knees and coming back up.
Next thing, I'm gonna show you is how to grab it.
All right, now we're gonna do 3 where we'll allow the heels to leave. So bend, now just keep bending, but you can bring off the heels so you can get more range of motion. So it's good to do it both ways. We'll do one more here. Again, going as deep as you feel comfortable. So next you're gonna stand with your feet really close to each other. Your hands are out like a T. And you're gonna slide your body without allowing this leg to pop off. Come back to center and to the other side. Going back and forth here, we're gonna go 3 per side.
That's usually the but the good thing is
Once you've done 3, all you're gonna do is change your feet. So first they're close together, now they're hip distance. And we're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna notice you can go further with this one. And once you've done 3 aside, go even wider, but this time you're gonna turn your feet inwards. So my toes are facing each other. All that does is it locks your pelvis into place. So we're getting all the motion through your spine. That looks really good, awesome. Good, and relax. So now your arms are like this against the wall. Your one arm's gonna drop as your other one comes over top of your head until you look at the wall. Keep looking behind you and then come out of that position. Now we're gonna go the opposite way. So drop that arm, you're gonna start twisting. And use the wall to see if you can get a little bit more twist out of that spine. And relax, come on out. Other side, same thing, go into that twist. And relax, other side. And relax, we got one more each way. And then we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna face the wall next. So this way we started facing away, now we're gonna face the wall. We're gonna do the same thing, so this arm's gonna come down, and then I'm gonna open up my arm to twist open. Takes a second to kind of get that coordination. So again, I'm dropping my arm, my other arm's gonna do an arc around and twist open. Nice. Again, we're going for 3 aside here, 6 in total.
Let's try it laying down.
Now getting on to there.
Faster.
Yeah.
relax through that. So next you can grab your chair, or I'm going to show you a squatting version of this too. So if you've got the mobility, you can go right into a deep squat onto the ground. If not, you can just sit into a chair. The lower the chair you have, the better. And we're just going to hang out there for a little bit. So either deep or sitting, your choice. Couple breaths here. So next we're going to go into a twist again. If you're on the ground, you're going to lift up. If you're sitting, you're going to lift up.
And then on this side.
So your choice if you're sitting in a chair while you're doing this, or you can go down into that deeper squat if you need a little bit more range of motion.
Just getting up even out of the bed.
Be mindful that your hips, if you're sitting, are even, and that you're not twisting your pelvis if you're in this deep squat. So I don't want to see something like this where you twist all the way around.
So sitting and then.
So if you're squatting, you're going to do external rotation where you push your leg out to the side. If you're sitting, you're going to cross your leg over, and I want you to push that knee down and then come back up. So those are your two options. We're going to do 6 aside here, so you can either do 6 in the chair or 6 in this deep squat. Once you've done 6, just switch sides. Nice and loose here.
Up, but going down.
Once you've done 6 and 6, we've got internal rotation. So if you're in this squat, you're going to dive the knee down and bring it back up. You're going to do that 6 times. If you are in a chair, your leg is now down, and I want you to dive that knee down. So come right to the edge of your chair, dip that leg down so you feel a nice stretch here, and then come back up. I'll show you with this leg, it might be easier for you to see. So I'm dropping it down, coming back up. So you can do 6 when you're in that squat, or 6 just sitting on the edge of your chair.
Feel like now,
Once you've done 6 and 6, if you're sitting in the chair, I just want you to drop your knee down. You're going to feel a big stretch into the hip flexor. If you're not using the chair, you're doing the same thing, but just in a lunge position. So you can see my back leg is back there. I'm tucking my pelvis. I'm leaning down. You're going to feel a big stretch right here. And if you're sitting, you're just sitting on the edge, dropping that knee down, feeling a nice stretch right here. All right, switch legs. Same thing.
Are you guys just keep sitting like this?
yes, yeah.
Awesome. Relax. Much more. Let me just get everything ready over here.
Okay.
So there we are stretching the hip flexor. Now we're going to work the hip flexor. So your foot's going to be up on the chair. You're standing nice and tall. And all you're going to do is just pick up the leg, hold it, bring it back down. Pick it up, back down. Now be mindful that you're not leaning back with your body to get that done. Nice and tall, and you're using that hip flexor to pick it up. So where your hip flexor is inserted is if you find your belly button, it's right off to the side, and then it's also attached onto the leg. So we're bringing those 2 points closer together. We're going to switch sides, do the same thing, nice and tall, and you're just lifting it up and putting it back down. Pretty simple motion here. Again, being mindful that you're not going back with the spine to pick up the leg. And now we're going to go back and stretch it again. So again, you can either do the chair option, or you can come off the chair, go into a lunge, and sink into it. Again, your hip flexor is right where your belly button is, attached onto your leg, and with the stretch, we're trying to elongate it, make it nice and long. When we're trying to strengthen it, we're trying to make it shorter.
Right in there.
So these muscles, did that start with?
Actually, I had that before, but it seems to be worse.
Other side, same thing. Again, you can either do this off the chair, or you can do it in a lunge position.
Bring the short legs, squeezing them back together. So do a few right now, just see how that feels. So just great feeling coming back.
So we're gonna go back up to that leg lift. Now you can keep it just up, or you can do an inverted L, and I'll show you what that looks like. So I'm here, I'm picking my leg up, but then I'm bringing it out to the side, back to center, and then placing it back down. So again, it's up, out to the side, to the center, and then back to the chair. So we're gonna do 6 of those.
Ready to go? Are you done?
And if that's too much, just go back to lifting it straight off the chair. You don't have to add this in.
I'll take this off for you. Whenever you're ready.
And how often?
Once you've done 6, you're just gonna change legs.
Once a day and try to do 10, or do I do them twice a day?
Let's do twice a day,
Okay,
and then if you need to split it up, let's say do 10 reps to like 5.
5.
I would do 5 reps twice a day,
Okay.
so that like splitting it up just helps make sure things are too
Yeah, a broomstick's gonna be a little heavier.
And once you've done 6, just kind of shake out the legs. I'm sure they're tired.
That should be fine.
So our leg bone right here can turn in and out. We all know that, right? So we're gonna plant that leg, and then we're gonna take our pelvis, and I want you to rotate over top of the leg. So this leg is staying still. I'm grabbing onto my hip bones, and I'm turning my body sideways, and then back to center. Turning sideways, back to center. Now you should feel this kind of in the hip socket, but there shouldn't be any pain with it. Just maybe a little sensation, little tightness there.
No, it's plastic.
We're gonna switch sides now. So now my right leg's staying planted, and I'm taking my pelvis and I'm turning over top of it. And you may notice that you have a little less range on one side compared to the other.
Just feel really nice and relaxing, just
Good rest of your day.
a lovely hot tub. That's the nice part.
And now we're gonna do the opposite. So now my left leg stays there, but before we were going this way, now I'm gonna go this way. So now I'm going away.
Turn it up.
Good, we're gonna do that 6 times.
Essentially supposed to be strong but confident.
So as simple as this exercise is, it's actually very important to do, because our hips do this on a micro level when we're walking. So again, you're gonna turn out. So we need this internal, external rotation in order for us to move forward. And when that gets locked up, our poor back and our poor SI area gets all the brunt of that. And relax. So next we have cat-cow. If you feel comfortable going on your hands and knees, what that's gonna look like is this. If you do not wanna go on your hands and knees, I would take your desk and do the same thing. So I'm going into the cow and then the cat. So up to you if you wanna do it on the floor or if you prefer to stand. That is completely up to you. I'll do a couple on the floor too, just to demonstrate it.
Yeah, that would help, then that way I will.
Put this underneath.
So now what we're gonna do, you did the cat-cow, now we're gonna do a side bend in that motion. So again, if I have my desk, we were just doing cat-cow, but this time we're in a side bend. So I'm trying to bring my rib towards my pelvis, come back up, and then I'm gonna go to the other side. If you're in your cat-cow position, it's kind of like you're looking to see if you have a tail. That's kind of the motion you're doing. And you're just going slowly. I know I'm going fast when I demonstrate, but you do want to go slow with this motion.
And I realized when I started doing that there's something in here. And I was like, oh, what's that?
And now we're going to combine the cat-cow with that. So you're going to go into that anchored cat, then you're going to side bend, then you're going to go into your cow, side bend again. So it's going to look like a circle through your spine. And how that looks like on the ground, I go into my cat, my side bend, my cow, side bend, back into that cat.
Oh, that's okay, good.
All right, we're gonna try to reverse that. So go into your cow, side bend the same way, go into that angry cat, and then switch. That way it will switch your circle.
Like go on first. Okay.
yeah.
So how long do I?
And relax. So next you can either sit or stand, doesn't matter. We're gonna take our arms and we're gonna turn them in and turn them out. Now, last time when we did this, we actually rounded our shoulders forward. This time we're gonna keep them still and allow our arm to move without our shoulder blades to move. So you kind of wanna pinch those shoulder blades down and back, keep them set, and you're just gonna rotate your arms back and forth. Awesome.
I do, I'm also here Friday, but I come more about this pain relief stuff. So, do I think it will help? Yes. Kind of up to you, what works with your schedule.
So on the Monday.
Now you're gonna take your hands, put them behind your head, and we're gonna do low to high taps. So the elbows are gonna kiss low, then they're gonna kiss high. Kiss low, kiss high. Good. Just back and forth. That's okay if they don't touch. I know mine doesn't touch when I go over top of my head.
I always like to give people 2 options.
So what about driving?
So,
Okay, relax those arms. You're gonna side bend your neck so you're bringing your ear down and just gently guide it. This hand here is pushing straight down. Feeling a nice stretch right here. Come back to center, do the same thing to the opposite side.
usually, like, your doctor has to give that.
And that's why I know that.
This time you're gonna pick up your head and then tuck your chin down.
So you should probably wait till 21st.
And relax. So next we're gonna do pancakes. And so if you're sitting on your chair, you're on your edge, you're gonna go nice and wide with your legs, and I want you to lean your body forward. If that is too easy, you can do this on the ground. So same thing, you're on your butt, legs are nice and wide, and I'm gonna lean forward towards my toes. I'm gonna sit on the chair so you can see me. So nice and tall, you're gonna lean yourself forward between your legs. If you can touch your toes, great. If not, that's okay. Then you're gonna push yourself back up and then relax forward again. So you can go any further without rounding that spine. Come back up. One more time, same thing. So whether you're in your chair or you're sitting on the ground, now we're gonna focus on one side. So we're gonna lean towards one leg here. Come on up, same leg that you just went down, we're gonna go back down. And relax, one more to that side. And relax, now we're gonna go to the opposite side. Just leaning towards that leg. And relax. Go back down. And back up. And one more time. And relax. All right, everyone's gonna stand up here. So it's as if I've got something slippery on my leg. All of my weight is on my right leg, and I'm taking my left leg and I'm pushing it out to the side. Kind of like I'm trying to move a box out of the way. That's what I want you to think about. So I'm bending that knee, pushing the box away, coming back up. Now you can modify this by just not going as far, so it's okay if you just do a mini one. And if you've got more mobility and range, you're just gonna go deeper into that squat. One more, and then we'll switch sides. Good. Other side, so all my weight's on this side, and again, I'm gonna be pushing that box away with the other leg. Couple more here. One more. All right, next up we got Spider-Man stretches. So nice and wide with the legs, and you're gonna push your body to one side. You're gonna feel a big stretch here. If you need a modification, I do like taking my desk and then leaning onto the desk. I find it takes a little bit of pressure off of that stretch. And all you're doing is just going from side to side. Don't wait for me to tell you to switch. You can hang out there for a long time if you feel like it's really tight. Or you can go a little bit more dynamically where you go from side to side.
Yeah, when I broke this one, it was riding bikes. Yeah, so I quit riding bikes.
Oh, no.
But I don't wanna quit walking, you know, and I'd love to go back to riding.
Don't worry.
Yeah. Yeah, and you only know what you know, especially in that
Get you
time.
out for walking season. I can be your goal.
All right, last one each way. So for this next one, it's best if you have something to put your leg up on. It's gonna be a lot harder without it. So I'll show you what we're doing first, and then you can design the exercise around it. So my leg's standing up on the stool right now, and I'm gonna be using my strong muscles to lift my leg up, and eventually to lift it up and bring it out to the side. If you don't have that and you have the strength, you can do it without having that second chair there. All right, we're gonna start on one leg, so bring it up. Tighten up the quad. The quad's this front muscle here. You're just gonna lift up your leg, bring it back down. We're gonna do that 6 times. Again, same thing as what we were doing before. Make sure you don't lean back with your torso to lift. Nice and tall, you wanna lean forward as you lift up. It's not a big motion. Once you've done 6, we're gonna switch legs. Nice and tall again, lifting up. Using those strong quad muscles to do this.
Okay.
Our body is very good at using the
Once you've done 6, we're gonna switch legs, but now we're gonna do that modified L. So I'm lifting up, coming out to the side, back down, and resting. Again, if that's too intense, just lift the leg up and down. All right, we've got 6 of these. And we are staying on the same leg. And once you've done 6, you're just gonna switch legs.
I think so. Yeah.
And once you've done 6, just wiggle out those legs, because I'm sure they're on fire. And next we're gonna stretch out that quad that we just worked. So you can grab onto something for balance, but you're looking for those shoelaces on your shoe. You wanna squeeze your glutes together, make sure your knees are touching. And we're just gonna hang out here. Now you can stay here, or if you want to challenge, see if you can start moving yourself forward. Okay, come back to center and release. We're gonna switch sides. So grab those shoelaces, knees are touching, squeeze the glutes together. You'll really feel that in the front of your quad.
And it was like, I felt it here and then all in, all around, and I was like, oh, like, that's glad you're talking.
You can stay here, or now you can pivot forward.
I just sat here in silence, I was like, whoa, I'm kind of cringing a little, because, yeah.
Okay, relax, come back to center. We've got one more exercise, but before I sit down, I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. My hands are behind my back like this, and I'm grabbing my one hand like this, and then I'm gonna grab the other hand. We're gonna go back and forth. But you're gonna do that while you're sitting down. So you're sitting down in your chair or standing. You're gonna grab on, pull it across. Feel a good stretch here. And just switch sides. So we're coming up to that half-hour mark, so I want to say thank you so much for everyone who joined me today. Switch sides. I hope you enjoyed class, and if there's anything you want me to add into class, let me know. I'm hoping having the camera up higher was a little bit easier to see me. Switch sides again. All right, we're gonna do this one more time per side, but now we're gonna add in the neck. So I'm pulling my right arm across, so then I want to bring my ear to where the elbow is up high.
Oh, Damon? Oh, that's all good. My dad.
And other other side. So pull that arm across, bring the ear down. And that's the end of class. Have a great day. Bye everyone. See you next Wednesday.